If I should have a student, I'm going to call her Hope. That way, when she comes to class with her backpack full of sass and expectations, I'll remember that her strong will is exactly the forward push our world needs.
Or maybe I'll call him Faith, so that I remember to keep digging deeper to look for the meaning behind the earbuds and eye rolls.
To shift the rhetoric from where do you think you're going to where are we going together?
If I should have a student, may I always remember what a gift it is to learn with and hold space for, especially in the interactions that feel like the opposite of a gift. May I continue to commit to bumbling up against frustration, resetting, starting again, and looking at this,
At you, at us, in a different way.
may I remember the reciprocal nature between what I am teaching for, courage, love, connection, and who I am teaching, hope, faith.
The quiet boy in my second block class,
The wild child in fourth block,
the kid that's hard to reach,
and all of the young people
Who will inherit our flawed world, who will pick up the broken and jagged pieces and put them together in purposeful configurations
unusual,
beautiful.
and right.
If I should have a student, well, I'm an English teacher, so I am going to have her read literature and teach her how to write essays, of course. I'm going to teach her about topic sentences and supporting sentences and clinchers. I'm going to teach her where to place a comma in a compound sentence and how to use context clues to decipher the meaning of a word.
and literary elements. I'm going to teach her literary elements. I'm going to teach her characterization.
Round characters have many traits, some conflicting, and have both virtues and flaws. Dynamic characters change from the beginning to the end of the story, usually because of the experiences they have during the story.
If I should have a student, I'm going to teach her how to be a round, dynamic character in her story, a character with both virtues and flaws. I want her experiences to shape her so that as she steps, stumbles, and runs through each plot element of her life, she grows and changes and grows into a complex, complicated, completely wonderful version of herself.
I'm going to teach him point of view.
Point of view, the perspective from which a story is told. First person point of view, I, me, my. Second person point of view, you, your. Third person point of view, him, her, them.
If I should have a student, I'm going to teach him that how he experiences a story matters. I am going to teach him how to inhabit his own story, but also that in order to fully live his story, he needs to live the stories of others too. He needs to wear their skin, see through their eyes, laugh in their joy, touch their pain. He should know that the lines between I, you, and them are blurred, that we are all interconnected, that his own story is only as meaningful as how much he cares for the stories of others.
I'm going to teach her figurative language.
Figurative language, descriptive language that adds deeper meaning to writing.
If I should have a student, I'm going to teach her that poetry is everywhere, that descriptive living adds deeper meaning to life. I'm going to teach her that sometimes when days are dark, wonder may be the only light that is glowing just bright enough for her to find meaningful metaphors when life is sharp with tragic hyperbole. I'm going to teach her that life is a whisper, a storm, a tangled maze, a winding river, a diverging road, a thing of beautiful, brutal beauty. If I should have a student, I hope he learns to pen his very own story, to unearth his story within the story of others, to scrawl the colors and textures and lines of his story across the parchment
Of this time, this space, this world.
this interconnected tangle of mess and meaning, hurt and hope.
If I should have a student, I'll ask him, what is your name? His name will be my name, and it will change with each passing day. Curious, excited, apprehensive about this space, about these people, about our identity. I'll ask him, bold, quiet, learner, teacher, what new ideas are we adventuring toward today?
If I should have a student, I'll ask her. I'll spend time with her to find out. Who are you? What sass do you carry around in your backpack? What do you listen to beyond the voices in your earbuds? Where are the stunning, jagged edges?
If I should have a student, our names will be tangled in a giant, messy ball of joy, adventure, connection, and compassion, with the struggles, uncertainty, and weariness calling us back together. And we'll say to each other, I am learning from you each moment.
If I should have a student, their story and my story will become our story. Travelers together in the whisper, the storm, the tangled maze, the winding river, the roads untraveled. We begin with our exposition and travel through our plot line from big, bold crayon marks to erasable pencil to confident ink and back again.
We will keep our wits and crayons. If I should have a student, our name will be
Not the end.
Not even happily ever after.
but to be continued.